There's no doubt that where you're born has a huge influence on your life chances in general. I mean, I think more than half of global inequality is still very much determined by location. But I just want to go back to your first question. Were the global rules written by the West, and are they still writing the rules? No, they were never written by the rules. By the West. The global rules were written by global capital, largely based in the North and in the West, if you like, but often to the detriment of people in the North, as Yanis has been suggesting. And I just want to give you one example, which somehow people in the North seem unaware of. There's all this talk of vaccine nationalism today, about rich countries are grabbing vaccines, and surely they are. What people in the North don't realize is, of course, this is detrimental to their own public health in the medium term, but also taxpayers in the North have paid for these vaccines twice. These are all vaccines that have been developed with the enormous public subsidies, mostly covering more than their R&D. Yet the same governments are paying them once again commercially for these vaccines, and they are actually having to bargain to get even a reasonable commercial price. So taxpayers in the North are paying for these vaccines for intellectual property rules that have been created by global capital, which need not exist, and which certainly should be suspended during a pandemic.
Right, but Jayati, we've just seen, as you say, this emergence of vaccine nationalism. I mean, is it really a surprise? Despite what you say about taxpayers in the North paying twice, they won't necessarily be aware of that. And what we have seen is a real reversion to national borders.
Well, of course, that will always happen when there's scarcity. That's no surprise at all. And it will happen over and over again. Today, vaccines, tomorrow, food. It's already happened with water, with all kinds of other resources. The point is that people are not aware that, in fact, this is what's going on, that it would be better for them if you suspend patent rights and enable much more production. Everybody in the world would get the vaccine faster. They would not lose. But people are not aware of this. And why are they not aware? Because of that whole, conflation between media, capital, and so on.